welcome back to The Great Expanse by JohnBat426 here on YouTube. So glad you guys could join me. Again, I always love recording these videos, taking the time to process them and edit them so they can be entertaining. And one thing I want is for the channel to stand out. And I want to stand among, I want it to stand out. I want us to find our identity as a channel, you know, and have that one thing that makes us different from all the other comic book channels out there. But, you know, congratulations to all the comic book channels out there. I would shout you guys out, but it's too many to name, and there's not enough space on the little thing on the description of the video. But anyway, much love, much success to all of you guys in YouTube land, and I want to be one of those successes. All right? Now, this article jumped off the screen. The website is Screen Rant. The author is Daniel Solomon. The headline reads, a pop-up came up just at that. Talk about comedic timing. I'm about to read the headline and a pop-up comes up. The headline reads, all right, Jason Momoa very enthusiastically hypes upcoming DCU announcement. Interesting. Let's read the article and then chew the fact. Aquaman actor Jason Momoa is extremely enthusiastic about the upcoming changes to the DCU, some of which are due to be announced later this month. Jason Momoa has conveyed his enthusiasm for the upcoming changes to the DC universe. Following the restructuring of DC Studios late last year, James Gunn and Peter Safran were appointed as co-CEOs and were tasked with rejuvenating the DCU, with Warner Brothers Discovery president David Zaslav hoping for a more streamlined, organized universe to rival the likes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. DC Studios is set to announce some of the upcoming slate of projects in the new DCU at an unspecified date this month, with one of the projects expected to be a young Superman movie. We haven't had a Superman movie in 10 years. Criminal. Momoa recently attended what appears to be a conclave at Warner Brothers Discovery and filmed an Instagram story via the Hollywood handle where he excitedly shares that he received good news. Following some controversial and monumental changes the Twitter story just came up in the middle of the article. I probably won't watch it here on the channel. You can check it out for yourself. Following some controversial and monumental changes that have been made at DC Studios, including Henry Cavill's exit as Superman and the cancellation of Wonder Woman 3, the future of the DCU has been in limbo. Okay. Let me get back to that. There has been much uncertainty surrounding whether the other current Justice League actors will follow in Cavill's footsteps, but Momoa's vibrant reaction suggests he could be part of Gunn's and Safran's plans. In the video, Momoa says, let me get my audition ready. Me. Got some really good news. Great news with Warner Brothers. Amazing. Wish I could tell you, but here it is. Peter, I love you. James, I love you. David, to the future. Until the imminent announcement by DC Studios, which will answer many pressing questions about the DCU's future, not much is known about what will remain of the existing DCU films. It has been heavily speculated that The Flash, releasing in June 16th, will serve as a soft reboot of the DCU as a result of his plot dealing with the multiverse, which will see Michael Keaton return as Batman. Gunn himself has previously communicated the important distinction that the DCU will undergo a broad but not blanket reset, meaning some franchises, including Aquaman, could remain in the continuity and receive more sequels. That's good news. At this point, it's impossible to know whether Momoa's Aquaman will be one of the remnants of the Snyderverse to make it into the new DCU. Even if the character survives, Momoa himself could be recast, as was the case with Cavill. Interestingly, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is set to premiere in December of this year, far past The Flash's release. If the latter does precipitate the supposed reboot, as many viewers suspect, this could create a problem for the Aquaman sequel, which could see it not exist within the new continuity at all. Given Momoa's positive reaction to discussions with Gunn, Safran, and Zaslav, though, it seems he may well retain his role as the Atlantean and avoid this potential quagmire altogether. An alternative way that Momoa could fit into Gunn's plans would be as Lobo, the alien bounty hunter from DC Comics. I did a video about that right here on The Great Expanse by JohnBet426 here on YouTube. Audiences have noted Momoa's striking resemblance to the comic character, and though a live-action incarnation of the character has evaded the big screen, the new DCU could make a place for him, or potentially even an Elseworlds project. Momoa has expressed interest in portraying Lobo, and Gunn has also teased the character, meaning an introduction to the big screen is a definite possibility. Regardless of who he plays, it seems extremely likely that Momoa will be involved with the DCU going forward. And that is the article. Let's go with the last thing I thought about. Elseworlds. No! No Elseworlds. Not with Jason Momoa, no. You can do Elseworlds with other characters, but not Jason Momoa. Why? Because he's been a part of a connective universe. He's been Aquaman in Justice League, the Joss Whedon version, Aquaman, the James Wan movie, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. And he was in the end of Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. You see a glimpse of him holding the trident. I think he takes out the camera, then he like swims off like at the speed of sound. So we want to see him in a series. We don't want to see a one and done with Jason Momoa, okay? As far as him remaining Aquaman, why not? Why not? Listen, folks. Money talks. It really does. Aquaman made over $1 billion. $1 billion for Aquaman. Aquaman, who has been laughed at for years for talking to fish. He's been the butt of the jokes in the Justice League, in the DC Universe. Nobody wanted to be Aquaman. Nobody thought Aquaman had any merit. But his movie made over $1 billion. That's money right there. Who throws away money? I can understand if Jason Momoa stays as Aquaman. I would prefer if he was Lobo. But the man made you $1 billion. The Intelligence says the community receives him as Aquaman, so why mess up something that's a proven commodity in Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry and Aquaman? Why? Now, I'll be honest. Part of me, knowing that a new DCU is on the move, I want to see fresh faces. Like I really do. I'll understand if they keep Jason Momoa. I'll understand, but you can't tease me with a new universe and then bring old faces in there playing old characters. But again, I'm just a viewing audience. I paid $1 billion to see him, so as a businessman, why would you mess that up? I'm just saying from my personal point of view, I'd rather see a new face of Aquaman in a new era of DC. Why have a throwback to something that wasn't universally received in the Snyderverse? A lot of people love the Snyderverse. I love the Snyderverse, but not everybody does. Why don't we make something that will assemble everyone, that will gather in the harvest of DC fans and just great movie spectators? Why? All right, so I mean, personally, either way, it sounds like good news. Jason Momoa is Aquaman. Jason Momoa is Lobo. He seems excited about it. I will not be posting the Twitter feed on there. You can look it up for yourself. But I really like Jason Momoa in the DC Universe, all right? Now, I hope you really liked this video. I hope you really liked this reaction to this article. And if you liked it, hit the like button. Ding! Share the video with somebody else that you think loves comic book related things. You know what I mean? And tell a friend to tell a friend. Write a dissertation in the comments if you need be. And you know where your comments go. Thank you, David Brent. Write a dissertation if you have to. Get it off your chest. Do me the favor. Do me the honor. Every keystroke you can think of, put it in the comment section. All right. And let's get the Great Expanse growing so that it can live up to his name and expand. It's in the name.